Good, babies. It's the full moon in Capricorn, I do believe, today. And this moon is coming through with a lot of energy. The veil feels particularly thin, which means that we have access to more of everything, right? More of our divine inspiration, divine power, access to our spirit team, our intuition. We also need to be making sure that we are armored up and protected, because there's also more access to the shadowy energies, the dark energies, the underworld energies. That is nothing to be afraid of, merely to be aware of so that you can act accordingly, which is why I'm here today with a facial reflexology video. I dug into my tool bag as a holistic esthetician. And facial reflexology, through various meridians on the face, we can activate and work on various organs of the body. We can work on the chi, or the life force energy in the body. We can regulate the nervous system. You can access your entire motherboard, if you will, through your face. Okay, I call this ritual the armor of peace, because it's featuring points that all work on regulating the nervous system, regulating your chi and your life force energy, and strengthening your immunity, right? Whether that be physical, spiritual, mental, or emotional. We want our immune system, we want our protective system strong, but we want to be balanced and we want to be calm, so that we're not perceiving threats everywhere, but that we can be in our throne, in our aura, in our power, centered in our sovereignty, okay? And move throughout this matrix like Neo, baby. You can use a pen. We want something with a small tip, right? So you can use the knuckle of your finger, you can use the tip of a pen. They do make specific reflexology tools that you can invest in. However, I lost mine, so we gonna be using this pen today, honey. Let's get into this armor of peace ritual for the full moon in Capricorn, July 2024. First things first, as always, we are gonna take a couple deep breaths to center ourselves in this moment. If you'd like, you can place hand over heart and hand over belly. On your inhales, make sure you're expanding that belly, expanding the ribs. And if you'd like, for an extra release on your exhales, sigh it out, shake it out, blow it out, get it out. Let's do that 2 more times in our own time, okay? Inhaling, expanding the belly. If you start to yawn, that is actually a sign that your nervous system is starting to release energy. It's a beautiful sign. So we're gonna start with the 0 point, and if you are a string theory nerd, a quantum physics nerd, the 0 point sounds a lot like what it would represent in quantum physics, the point of all potential, right? The 0 point can balance all energies, all organs, regulates blood pressure, relaxes the nervous system, regulates the heartbeat. If there's anything that is out of balance, working with this 0 point will bring it back to homeostasis. And it's right here, it's really in the kind of the hollow point of the ear, but you can activate it by just moving your pen up and down vertically in front of the ear. Is going to activate that 0 point. And we're going to work with each point for about 30 seconds. 30 seconds to maybe a minute at most. Let's switch sides here. As you're working this 0 point, begin to affirm for yourself that you are centered, you are grounded, you are autonomous in your body and in your life. You are peaceful. You are the peaceful warrior. Second point is point 124. It is also working on regulating our life force energy, pain relief. If you're dealing with insomnia, it helps to regulate that and get you to sleep. And this point is going to be, find the point of your eyebrow and come up to about that middle point in your forehead. It doesn't matter if you go clockwise or counterclockwise when you're stimulating in a circular motion. Either one works just fine. You may feel some little snap, crackles, and pops, and that is just tightness and tension in the fascia, the tissue on the forehead. So we're releasing some of that. You may feel an achiness, and that is tension being released. We're going to move over to the other side. Come up to that center point. It may just feel very soothing. Again, tapping in, being present with your body as you're stimulating this point. Focusing on your breath. Knowing that with each point you stimulate, you are strengthening your presence, you are strengthening your ability to regulate your nervous system, you are strengthening your immune system on all levels, spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional. Okay? Let's get into our next point, point 60. This helps with breathing. It helps to clear energy in the lungs. Now, in Chinese medicine, the lungs are associated with the emotion of grief. So as we're clearing energy in the lungs, we're also releasing grief. You may feel emotions come up now, later, throughout the day. Acknowledge them, be present with them, welcome them so that they can be released from your body. Is also working on improving your blood circulation and any issues of arthritis in the hands or in the arms, any tension. Ooh, did you feel that little snap in my thumb? Did you hear that? Let's get to this point, okay? At this point, I like to find like the corner point of my eye and then come down diagonally to the top of my cheekbone. And again, we're gonna stimulate this. You can do it in a circular motion or in a sweeping motion. You will hit other points if you do a sweep here. This point also helps with eyesight, with vision. So we are improving our physical sight and awareness and also our spiritual sight and awareness through a calm, grounded, sovereign presence in our body. We are able to see clearly. Keep breathing, my loves. And let's go over to the other side, corner of the eye, come down. And again, you can do circular or sweeping motion here. It's time to welcome your awareness, your highest awareness, your spiritual sight, your spiritual insight, your knowing. Affirm that you are willing to see the truth of yourself, of your surroundings, and the truth will set you free. We are going to get into point 156. Now, this point is working on balancing the sexual organs, both male and female. It balances the prostate, it balances the ovaries, it soothes inflammation in either of those areas. because we hold so much of our power in that sacral area. So we want it to be balanced. We want it to be soothed. Great for period pain. It helps to regulate digestion, help to alleviate tension in the calves or lower legs if you get any cramping or if you have tightness. If you're like me and you have some issues in the lower legs, this helps to alleviate and circulate blood to those areas so that we can be securely grounded while also feeling fluid, light, and buoyant in our grounding. Again, all the points that we're working with today are all hitting on nervous system regulation, regulating chi, life force energy, and boosting immunity spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. So as you're working these points, affirm that. 156 lives on both sides of that kind of that little like half moon on your chin, and we can activate both of these points at the same time just by following that semicircle. In the center of these 156 points right here is point 127 that we're also hitting. Balancing insomnia, helps with heel pain, dental pain, neck pain. Feel your force field coming up and covering your body. You are covered in an armor of peace. You are covered in the armor of God. You are powerful. You are sovereign. You are aware of your surroundings. We are going to finish this practice with revisiting the 0 point here. This is how we seal in this energy. Take some deep breaths. Really focus on sealing in what we have moved, what we have released, what we have balanced. Sealing in your presence, your grounding, your connection with your body. Let's go over here. And again, you can do this practice anytime. You can do it multiple times a day if you really are needing support, extra support. And you can add it into your arsenal of both physical and spiritual tools. Let's close out this practice with a few deep breaths, just sealing in our intentions for today, okay? Ooh. Burping, yawning, all of that. Signs that your body is releasing and balancing. Okay? You are surrounded and grounded in your armor of peace, my love. Like, share, subscribe, and you can use this ritual anytime. Add it to your spiritual arsenal, all right? Much love.